Run the Numbers. My name is Jason, and you're joining me for a video part of the warm-up series. It's also a video part of the 100 video challenge, where I'll try to do 100 videos in 100 days. It's a way to force myself to make a whole lot of content out here on this channel, so that there's a lot of tips and tricks and other things that can help you along in your personal finance journey. And today, it's a beautiful, sunny day in Los Angeles. So we're gonna be on the go outside here with the good topic, which is how do you pinch a little bit of pennies when you're paying at the gas pump. So let me give you a little bit of context as to how this kind of came about. And that is, I was with a friend hanging out, and he mentioned, oh, I gotta go run to the ATM, go grab some cash so I can have money later on to fill up my tank of gas for his automobile. So yeah, fast forward to that led, of course, something of a discussion where I said, oh, okay, you don't have a credit card that you use for this? Oh, no, I have credit cards I can use time to time. I get decent amount of points. I'm like, oh, okay. So let's compare, why use cash? Why not use the card? And I was kind of surprised that, to me, I just thought this was basic arithmetic, but, it might just simply not have been top of mind, some of these numbers. So I want to go through with you an example of how I run the numbers and how I almost every time, I shouldn't say all the time, almost every time, will prefer to put down a card so I can get cash back. I find that does the trick to pinch a bit more pennies. So let me go through the example I have in mind, which is the last time I filled up my own tank. So I live here in Los Angeles, where it's a decent price to fill up your tank. Right now I'm also maybe mentioning, it would help to mention when this is. So this is early February in 2024. So Los Angeles is the place, the date, early February 2024. So yeah, I would say it's a good price is somewhere around $4 and 40 cents, $4.50. You could get a little bit better, maybe get 4.25, but you could also do much worse and get into the $5 range, that sort of thing. So I, did a little bit of hunting and found a gas station that's convenient for me to go to. I definitely don't advise going way across town just so you can save, 10, 20, 30 cents per gallon. It's just simply not it's not worth your time. It's a waste of your time, the time value of your money. Not to mention, if you drive real far away, you obviously need to expend that gas to get there. So for these reasons, keep in mind, you want to fill up your tank, where it's convenient, maybe en route to your work, to your home, that sort of thing. So for me, I'm painting the picture here that, yes, the gas station is very close by. And yeah, I found a good price. It's, to be specific, $4.30 if you put down all cash. It is $4.40 if you put down a credit card. So that begs you to think, well, what to do? I should also give one other bit of kind of inside look here as to what's going on, and that is, I have something of a hack. I, every single time without fail, can get something of a discount for a full $1 per gallon off, and fill up my tank, my full, get it all the way up to full from empty. And so really the numbers for me that I'm considering, if you factor that part into it, and by the way, if you want to know what my trick is there, please leave a comment. And I don't want to share that with everybody and anybody. Leave a comment, let me know that you're interested in that, the gasoline discount hack of sorts that I know about. But yeah, I'll keep that one close to the vest unless you convince me in the comments that you're in need of that one. But moving on to say, I will use the numbers here to give you what I really paid. So I'm going to factor in that discount. So we're comparing $3.30 in cash to $3.40 if you put down a credit card. So that was kind of the decision I was put to. And keep in mind, I'm thinking about my friend who's kind of insisting on always putting down cash, and I'm thinking about always putting down a card, and it doesn't make sense. So let me run the numbers here. Let me let you know. For me, it's basic arithmetic about where it's specific to what kind of cash back benefit, what kind of bonus you get. In my situation, I can consistently put down a card where I get 3% cash back. Now, at times, if I use something like one of the cards I've mentioned in a previous video, the Chase Freedom Flex, and if it's during the quarterly kind of category time during the Freedom Flex where the benefit is a 5% discount, 5% cash back, so that there's a discount there for gasoline stations, that's ideal. So I definitely can get all the way to 5% during that situation. But for the most part, I can consistently have with a American Express card, with a bunch of ones that I can put down, I can get down at least 3%. So let's use that as kind of our floor. 3% cash back is what we're thinking. So let's use that as the number. And I gave you the exact numbers to say that the difference between cash and card is 10 cents. So if you think about the numbers that I put through, if I'm looking at the credit card price, $3.40, and I think about the 3% I'm getting back, that's over 10 cents worth per gallon, and that then simply will be greater than the difference to the cash price that I could get. So with that in mind, I'm happy to put down the card every time. That's the arithmetic I go through. If you think, oh wait, there's some other part to it that you're not thinking about, or you did the math wrong, or there's something here, your math is not mathing, let me know, because to me, I'm scratching my head as to, is there some other thing that I shouldn't think about? But I'm pretty confident to say, I'm happy with going about that. I should also say, I like to avoid using cash. So there's kind of the enjoyment of not needing to run over to the ATM when I kind of feel I don't need to do so. So yeah, I'm happy as could be. And I advise others to, run the numbers in your situation. It depends, of course, on the difference in cash to card. It depends, of course, on how much of a cash back for a particular credit card, or if you use a credit card at all. Of course, if you don't use any credit card and you're just simply not a credit card person, I have a video, of course, of Are You a Credit Card Person? Let me put all these links in the description. I'll put a link to the video where I describe the Chase Freedom Flex. I mentioned that a little bit. I'm going to put that as to how I use credit cards. I even had where I opened up my wallet. I've got a whole bunch of videos. All of this, I mentioned the Chase Freedom Flex. And all these videos can give you a bit of context as to, I use the Chase Freedom Flex. I use other cards like my American Express, Blue Cash. These give me, like I said, the baseline of, I'm thinking at least a 3%. So if you don't qualify for these cards, you don't use these cards, yeah, okay, results may vary. You're not going to be doing this. But, these are the numbers I use. I'm curious if you have some other numbers and you're like, oh, it just simply doesn't ever make sense. So yeah, let me know. I'll leave you there. All right, gotta run.